That's good. Egypt is not old. The Egyptian civilization was not old. Pyramids were not even Egyptian. That was another founded thing. Those structures, though, do predate Noah, unless he had them built, which is definitely a possibility as water markers, or like things that would withstand a super rise in sea level. Like they would be built into, they would perhaps be built into structures like that to have it preserved. It's just a theory, but no, the pyramids are not Egyptian. That's why I say we was all Kangs. That's why I say that sort of thing, and we're all sort of children, and we're all sort of brothers and sisters. You can feel that way, but you cannot live that way, because if you do, you get ambushed when you're not looking. You understand what I'm saying? You can never be treating strangers and people around you as brothers and sisters, because you could get ambushed. But in your heart, you know that we're all inmates, or in the same prison, or all children, all related. But I understand how the news is, and I understand how soldiers are. Do you know the difference between a civilian and a soldier? Do you really, though? Do you know someone that would ambush you or hit you when you're not looking in the street is not a civilian? Were you aware of that? That's not a civilian. That's a soldier. That's a combatant. That's an active military operator. Did you know that? Oh, you didn't know that? You thought it was just racism? Oh, you thought it was just you didn't know it was open warfare? Oh, shit, you didn't know that wasn't a civilian thing? Oh, whoa, yo, you didn't know? Oh, rough. You're sitting here waiting for another war? You know what I'm saying, though. That's just how it works. That's how war has to be continued. It has to be continued in unfamiliar ways, otherwise the people would revolt. I mean, anyway, this shouldn't be news to anybody these days. It really shouldn't be. But anyway, if it is, then welcome to the party. Anyway, but you do have to get strong in every way. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what it means? What does it mean that a calamity it happened and there was a big calamity, and then there's like a millennial reign of these splendid buildings, this whole civilization, this global harmony, and then when that ends, then the second resurrection of the people who weren't redeemed get another chance or something. I mean, did anyone ever talk about that? Yes, so then Satan rules the world for 1,000 years. I don't remember anybody ever mentioning that in Catholic school. Do you? No, I'm not speaking like this is 100% this, and I'm really not. But I've never been a Bible guy, but I've never heard that spoken about anywhere. But then again, I wasn't looking for it. It's just so crazy. So, but the technology required to harrow hell and resurrect a generation, erect buildings and palaces and castles with no bathrooms, resurrection with heavenly bodies. Remember that one? How the hell do you do that? So it's just interesting, and it all just kind of makes sense, but I don't know. It doesn't. It's for me. Maybe the translation is completely different. I have no idea. I'm not here preaching. I am a student, just like all of yourselves. But I just think it's pretty interesting. And what other explanation is there? What other reason would there be? Well, of course, it's just regular strategy to completely hide the previous civilizations. But this world seems overtly, anti-Christian. I mean, obviously, it goes without being said. We'll just say it that way. And probably again everywhere. You're different. You have different views if you're American. Different. I mean, look, I know that. But generally speaking, globally speaking, over the last long time, we all know who it's been that's been marked for death. I mean, as in truly marked for death. It's been the Christians. We all know that. Of course, there was the previous civilization of we got the Native Americans, we got the pagans, we got there's that too. I can't put all that together. I'm not here to put all that together. And I'm not speaking with totality. I'm just not. But it seems like there's a religious bent to it, and that indicates to me that there's a religious truth to it, at least in some regard. I'm just applying some extreme philosophy to it. That's all. Anyway, it's interesting. It's just interesting, and you can't dedicate your life to it unless you really need to, I guess. But it's just crazy. Huge castles with no bathrooms. Well, you see, these people were so decadent, that they just blew shit all over the floor, and then they paid someone to eat it all. And then he was executed afterwards. Excuse me? Well, it's never been said, but I'm just saying, that's the general idea. It was triple Mad Max times 10 at any time. Oh, really? Where were your bathrooms? How'd you build these castles? We forgot. Oh, we forgot the bathrooms. Yeah, they must have all had human toilets. It must have been the Red Diamond Dragon Club, I guess, they were the custodes of the castle. I mean, that's crazy. Look, I don't even know if it's true. I've never inspected it. I was never there during any reconstruction. I have no idea. We're just speaking in sort of theories here, I guess, but it's really extremely interesting. No plumbing. There's plumbing outside, huge fountains, irrigation everywhere. Inside, no plumbing. To me, that's crazy. That's straight up something that could make your head fall off. Well, you see, it wasn't very chic to have your insides filled with sewage, so they gave themselves, the colostomy bags, and they removed their intestines. And excuse me? But the problem was, if someone had a germ on their hand, then the whole room died. What about germs? Back in Victorian times. Yeah, we all have colostomy bags. When we get infections, it just goes away. But no, we don't get infections. Dude, excuse me? It's just shocking. Maybe they all had freaking portable bathrooms. I've never been in any of them, so I couldn't tell you. Hey, you know what I mean? Shocking, isn't it? When things were different here before Nimrod's system was in place, we were probably like the green man from the Book of the New Sun. The sun could sustain you. You didn't need to eat, didn't need to barf. That's just, chamber pots, sure. I mean, I hear you. That just seems super primitive considering the construction of those buildings, honestly. And considering the plumbing of the fountains outside, we use a chamber pot. But I hear you. I don't take it off the table. I'm not Mr. History. You know how I feel about history. It's just, it's so fantastic. It's very interesting to think about at the heart of it, What fountain? Yeah, I'll have to look it up. Yeah, Ochi, yeah, he was a time traveler. He could walk on the sort of the Z axis, or maybe even a different one. He went, he like wormholed out of, he like could phase shift or something. Remember that? I love the Green Man. He was so good. He came back and he saved the day. It was so good. He was like, he was like the dude in Fallout, the mysterious stranger that headshots. When you at a 2% chance or something. He was so good. Yeah, he went inward down the corridors of time. That's how it was described. And it's been so long since I've revisited it. I may as well have never read it. I guess to that point. If a book is really, really the best, I've read it several times, but it's been years. You have to you don't have to do anything. Do what you want. You know what I'm saying? It's a crazy timeline, I'll tell you. It's a crazy timeline. But hey, things are interesting. How would you know? But it's just like with the history. You can throw it all in the trash. You can make it up, and you'll get something closer to what really happened. But I understand the logical, these things. But I really, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, at least we can look at some books now. At least I can give you some examples of things that are long forgotten, that even memory has forgotten. This world, all these news things. It seems like we're rather advanced in the prophecies, wars, and rumors of wars. It's been like this as long as for the last several hundred years. So is it any different now? Probably shadows getting burned into the sidewalk, I guess, when you're going out for a walk. Damn, not this again. Never again. Nope, it doesn't work like that. But hey. But it's just gonna pull the race card on everything. I'm like, okay, then what? What do we need to do? What do we gotta build gas chambers now? Like, what's the solution? Actually, stay tuned. I'll talk about it. I'm the most important. Oh, really? What caused this? Who's making this happen? Well, you see, descended from Africans. It's a bad society. You don't want them in your neighborhood. Where are they being busted? Who's paying for it? You don't want them in your neighborhood. You don't want them in your neighborhood. Oh, wow. Dude, are you kidding me? You think I'm stupid? Oh, we're about having fun and not really worrying about too much what other people are doing. But, look, it's the same old thing. You take things all the way to the extreme. Okay, we can get extreme. My homeland was here. So we want it back. Who was there before you? Apes. Oh. Okay, well, in that case. Oh, you got the big best claim to it then just do whatever. You sure there was no one there before you? What about the ruins? Nah, apes built that. Oh, who built that? Ghosts. People from mythology. Or nope, nothing. We built that. What about those ruins over there? Our people built that a long time ago. It looks like a more advanced civilization. No, we were half ape then. This is our place. This sand and salt. This is our place. You sure there weren't any Comanche there before you guys? No, it was just us. What about where I'm from? No, it was someone else. Okay. It was clearly this place was colonized before whatever the Mayflower people got here. Who are they? Did the Native Americans build, Washington, D.C.? Well, I mean, look, I know we're going back and forth in the timelines here in different locations. When I think of New England, all my history comes from New England being very, very heavily Native American named, at least. But so I'll say, okay, they were here. Let's say, who was here before them? Apes. Oh, see, that's the problem. That's the problem when you curse the timeline and the history and you erase the roots, because now. Well, people don't understand the argument, though. Like, people are not going to really understand the context of their own erasure in comparison to super amplified, loud narrative over a couple centuries. Well, let's just leave it at that. Honestly, it's in the same realm of if one thing is a lie, it's all a lie. So if I don't have any roots, you don't have any roots. Who's there before you? Lizards? Nobody move. Nobody get hurt. That's my extreme philosophy when it comes to that sort of thing, and I don't pretend to be an expert on anything, except really nothing. I'm just good at a few things. But that's a little bit of a history lesson when it comes to the politics of birthright. Politics of birthright. Where do I go? You go to hell. What? Why? We'll tell you later. Anyway, that's interesting. You get it. You look at every photograph, and this was crazy to me, because you see witchcraft at work. Remember in The Shadow when the Genghis made the hotel invisible? That's what all of the vanilla sky photographs have been. It's like they've been in your face your whole life, and you've never even considered it. Like this, it's just like exposure or something, or never even noticed it. The cameras were bad back then. 100 years later, you're like, oh, those are doctored. Yeah, the Mongolian face. Yeah. Must have been some sort of a Tartary thing. I may have seen that in the theater. I think I may have seen that in the theater. The Shadow is one of the best movies of all time. What's that? 94? Alec Baldwin, John Lone from Last Emperor? No. From something else, I forget. So good times back in those days, man. Good times back in those days. Anyway, I'm not a master of the timeline. I just know that, I guess my point is that layer of hiding things is what you see in the pictures. Did I just see? I don't know. It's so widespread. It's like a net. People not noticing doctored skies from photographs is I mean, I don't know. What else am I supposed to say?